right, welcome back to 13 News Now at noon. And you know, distracted driving is one of the fastest growing safety issues on the road today. Last month was Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and although it's passed, it's a topic we should be discussing all year long. So here with me to talk about it is Brad Huffman, Senior Partner Attorney at Huffman and Huffman Brothers-in-Law. Good to see you.
Very nice to see you.
Awesome.
And thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is an important topic. You know, we were just talking during the commercial break about some big issues when it comes to distracted driving, and I know there's one that you really wanted to focus on.
Yeah, so there's a lot of distracted driving out there, but the number one that we see all the time is the texting while you're driving. And it's really aggravating to us because that's a conscious decision that you make to get on that phone while you're driving. You know, we're used to dealing with negligence cases where someone's not paying attention, they run a stop sign. But this is a little bit different, I think, because you're consciously making that decision to get on that phone and text while you're driving. And it's very, very dangerous.
You know, you think about the dangers. I mean, it's not just, you know, small accidents that happen when you're texting. Can you talk about, I guess, without going into too many details maybe, but, you know, some of the real dangers behind sending that text message?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I worked on a case last week. This young boy is 26 years old. And he was hit head on. And he was hit so hard that the engine landed in his lap, literally. He fractured both his kneecaps, he fractured both of his legs, fractured both his arms and his right wrist. He had 8 surgeries, 10 blood transfusions. Oh my goodness. He has medical bills of over $440,000. So it's just not worth it. I mean, if you really have to answer a text while you're driving, you should pull over on the side of the road. You can pull into a parking lot, but don't do it while you're driving.
And I can only think about, you know, when you get into the court and it is brought up that this accident was caused due to texting, it's not a good look for you.
No, it's not a good look at all, because everybody can relate to that.
Right.
Everybody knows that it happens, and it's an aggravating thing, and people don't like it.
Right. And of course, outside of texting, there are lots of different issues when it comes to distracted driving. Are there some that, you know, people might not think about is considered distracted driving, but it is?
Well, there's a lot of distracted driving. I mean, I see people that are trying to eat lunch while they're driving. I'm not kidding. People putting makeup on while they're driving. Young kids in the back. I mean, that can be distracting sometimes. So you just have to be, you know, very mindful of that.
Absolutely. So just some things to keep it in mind moving forward. Of course, keeping your eyes on the road, I'm sure, is a big one. But for people who are multitaskers, and that's, you know, a lot of folks that might be watching this, for those folks, what would you say to them in terms of if they had to do something that would distract them from keeping their eyes on the road, what would you say to deter them from doing that?
Well, don't do it is what I tell them.
That's a big one, right? I'm sure.
It's not worth it. But again, you know, if you really have to do that, just pull over. I mean, it just takes a minute to do that, and then you can take care of whatever business you need to, and then get back on the road.
Absolutely. All right. Well, if anybody is injured, or they perhaps just want to ask you more questions about their case, how can they do that? How can they reach out?
Yeah, so they can contact us by email. They can call us at the office. We'll be glad to give them advice, answer any questions they have.
Fantastic.
It costs nothing to call us. We'll be glad to help them if they have any questions regarding that.
Awesome. Distracted driving, an important conversation, as we mentioned, all year round, not just during the month, you know, that you focus on it, but we appreciate you so much for reminding us of such an important topic.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was very nice to meet you.
Absolutely.